Pandas, pandas, pandas. I got bros in Atlanta. Just in Dublin and Fenta. Pandas, welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Money. Thanks for joining. Welcome everybody. Mr. Clean, good morning. Lou the Writer, good morning. Epson, good morning. Mawashi, good morning. Welcome guys. Hansman, good morning. Bunthor, good morning. Hugh, welcome. Madman, welcome. I mean, the news was incredible. If you saw this at 8:30 yesterday, I guys warned you about the news at 8:30 unemployment numbers, and it was a banger. It pushed the market down very strongly, and not only that, guess what it triggered? It triggered Big Mama. Triggered Big Mama for a solid at least the 2.5 points plus way more. Hope you guys took advantage of that Big Mama. Honestly, yesterday's price action was horrendous. I didn't find any good trades. So I'm not going to go over it. It's just so choppy. It's just very choppy. Very choppy. Almost not worth watching. But if you did well yesterday, congratulations. The 5-minute chart was the chart to trade. Once you got 2 bull bars above 20 MA, always in long. And never look back. Trap trade on a 5-minute chart. Never look back. Big push down. And then finally a big push up. It's just that it's a V bottom essentially. A V bottom. Very hard to predict. Very difficult to predict. Daily chart. Trading range indicator on the daily chart. If you haven't noticed, oh wow. Just realized this breaks this high for this trap. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, the trading range indicator on the daily chart said that even though we had this strong bull bar and this bull bar, it said, hold your horses, watch out. We could still be in a trading range. As you can see that the trading range is marked here by the indicator with these 2 lines. I didn't draw these lines. The lines were drawn automatically by the indicator. And now we're coming back to the bottom indicator. And we have a good chance of hitting the bottom now because now we're getting a strong bear bar underneath it. We'll see how this ends. It could end up really bullish where then it becomes a trap. But we'll see. We're going to have a huge gap on the 5-minute chart when we open, though. I mean, the 5 minutes is very gappy. Triple gap, right? It might not look like it, but there is a gap here, actually. There's a gap here, right, where it closes, and it only reached this high. So there's a gap here. Obviously, there's a gap here where it closed, and the highest point was here. And today, it will be another gap. So it'll be multiple gaps on the 5-minute chart. Jeez. I mean, I mentioned that because we will more often than not fill those gaps. Fill those gaps. So 10,000 tick chart. It's just a monster move down. Super strong downtrend. Little pullback. Super strong downtrend. Jeez. All right. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Born Thor, good morning. He says, burned my first eval account yesterday. Hey, you know, I would feel bad, but I mean, of course it sucks, but honestly, I think everyone fails their first eval. Everyone does. You got to get your feet wet. You got to get used to that trailing threshold. You have to get used to trading with rhythmic. Yeah, it's just a lot of things you got to get used to. And everyone pretty much does fail their first eval. You get your feet wet, you know, you get a couple bumps and bruises, you get right back at it. Border says, nah, learning. All right, that's a hey, at least we're learning. At least we're learning. At least we're learning. Every time I make a mistake, I'm just gonna say, at least I'm learning. At least that's what's important in life. You gotta learn. Ralph Gruns, good morning. Good morning, winners. But you got Big Mama working out here. Big Mama's working really nicely these days. After it takes me out with 2 failed Big Mamas, now it starts to work beautifully. Jeez. Beautiful Big Mama here with the news. Let's go ahead and look at the news, what we have coming up. We had news already this morning. We don't have news tomorrow, and we don't have news until Wednesday with the core CPI month over month, CPI month over month, and CPI year over year. We'll get those at 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday, and that's what I'm waiting for. I think a lot of us should be waiting for that because that is going to move the markets. I think has a very high chance that it will. And with one single, trade, you can pass all your accounts. Border says I hadn't set up my hotkeys. Hotkeys are awesome. If you haven't set your hotkeys, then you're living in the 1900s or something. You're living in the 2000s. Set up your hotkeys, please. Please. If you're still right clicking your charts and putting in your order, it's so painful. It's so painful. It's like my grandpa's using it's like my grandpa using my computer. I just don't know how you do it. Hey, and if that's your style, be my guest. I mean, at least use the DOM. At least use the DOM. I think. If you're not gonna have hotkeys, at least use the DOM. Live and die by the super DOM, yeah. I mean, at least use the DOM, in my opinion, if you're gonna do it. Okay, gonna push off the 20 MA here. So you got something tricky that happened here. You had the second to short A, B, C, but look at it, bad signal bar. Super strong downtrend. You're eager to get in, but bad signal bar doesn't touch the 20 MA. You enter here, you get hit by it, and so you get these things tag you. And finally, we actually touch the 20 MA with an okay signal bar. We make our at least not yet, but it looks like it's about to scalp out here. Frank Anderson, it's my style. If you limit yourself to 3 trades a day, you don't need hotkeys. I guess, yeah. I mean, you don't need them. You don't need a lot of things in life, You don't need to drive a Bugatti. You don't need it. I guess it's just a choice, preference. Kellyanne, welcome. Welcome. Kellyanne in the house. The legend. All right. We're gonna just push down here. How am I gonna mark this? How am I gonna chart this, Candace? I mean, obviously, I feel like I gotta chart this in such a way, like this. Feels proper. Lots of confirming hits here. All right, pandas. Let's do this. Got about 4 more minutes until market opens. How'd you guys do yesterday? Put a poll for you guys. Let me know how you guys did yesterday. I figure this is the better way, not necessarily better way, but this is a good way to, see how you guys did instead of asking how much money you made. Because, some people may trade micros. And you could trade excellent, but, you didn't trade that much. Or some people, even though you didn't make a lot of money, felt like you traded great because you skipped a lot of bad trades. Lulu Rice says, I was able to get my counts back to break even. Hey, that's a win. That's a win. It might not be a green day, but it's a non-red day. Market's about to open 1.5 minutes.
Five-minute trap.
Market just opened. All right, Panas, let's get our bamboo. Look at the 5-minute chart. Huge gap here.
$10,000 tick trap.
Just start this day off with a solid trap trade. We didn't trigger the second entry short, so it's not a trap yet. Gotta wait for it to trigger first.
10,000 tick trap.
No joy. Ends up being a solid second entry short back to the bottom of the trading range, marked by the trading range indicator. Are we going to be in trading range all day? What is this? Are we going to push down really hard? Black Light says, morning all. Man, lost an eval this morning trying to trade pre-market. Wanted to get some bamboo before my shift, which ended up being canceled in the end. Boo. Let's see what happens today. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what kind of happens when you trade forcefully, in a sense, where like, oh, I want to trade because of this reason. You gotta let the trades come to you, and thanks for sharing, because I believe a lot of us have done that. And not only that, BBM80. It's the best time to keep trying on the evals. You know, that's the beauty of right now having the promo, because even if you fail, you can try again. And instead of losing $2,000 of your own money, you lose it through the eval, which is so much, trust me, so much better. Way better than losing $2,000 of your actual money. All right. Trap may trigger on 10,000 tick. Okay, pushing back bottom of the trading range, back to the top of the trading range. This one looks maybe like a strong move up here. But who knows? Who knows? Right now it's trading range. Now we're pushing up very rapidly as well. T says, hey Panda, not shilling, but did you see Monkey Man trades how to trade like Patrick Wyland? It was hilarious. What a copycat. I've already done that. Make something new. Do something new for once. I already did that. No, I didn't do this. Watch it. Sure, I'll take a watch. I'll take a look. I'll take a look. Was it yesterday's stream? Ah. Strong bull bar on the 5-minute chart. It's posted in Discord. All right, I'll check it out. All right, big push up, no entries. Unfortunately, what can you do? Just gotta watch it go without you. Unless you just want to buy, you can buy anywhere. Peliburs, done for trading. Nice. Congratulations. 8% of you said you had perfect trading yesterday. That's incredible. I mean, 8% of you made 0 mistakes. That's awesome. Congratulations. Nothing else to learn. You've arrived. You've arrived. And 50 of you guys had voted, but only 31 likes. Pandas. That was a trap. I just want to see how many people you engaged and how many of you guys are not scalping that like button. Make sure you scalp that like button. Got a trap trade now. It's a little bit far away from 20 May, so you got to skip it, unfortunately, but it's up to you. If you're aggressive and if you like this setup, you can take it. But there's a better setup waiting for us. A second entry long, at least. It needs to come off some sort of support, in my opinion. This is floating in midair. You could potentially trade it like this. If you took this trap, you'd be scared right now. You'd definitely be sweating. I'll be sweating. Right, the moment any trade reverses, you start sweating. Especially on a 2000 tick chart. Like, it should be quick, right? The scalp should be very quick. Right, you just gotta stop that. I mean, it's a small risk. It's not even a 1-to-1 risk reward. You know, as in, it's not even 2-point risk here. So it's all good if you do lose that, but man, that is, you know, that's why you skip these trades. This is why I always skip them. Even though oftentimes when I skip them, it works out. There are times like this where it doesn't, and to be more accurate is important, I think, in my opinion. Gotta be very accurate here. First entry off the 20 MA. So what can you do about that? Nothing. I can't enter this. It's not a setup. Just gotta watch it go without you. Today is missing the boat day, where you just see this trend forming right before your eyes, but no entries. That taxes your mental capital, to be honest, in my opinion. They got to break a trend to new high, so now when you do get a second entry long from here, you're wondering, should I even take it because we got this break a trend new high? So now you're gonna have to wait here for another quite a while, in my opinion. Neonur says, stick to the rules. Stick to the rules. Have a higher low set up here. If you like the uptrend here, this could be an entry to get in with the higher low. I mean, I typically don't take higher lows like this. Basically creating a triangle here, but it's almost tempting to. Guess solid push up here. The higher low makes a perfect scalp. Most likely make an absolute scalp here. All right, the higher low works out for you. You're thinking spike and channel some sort here, spike, channel, but the channel cannot be more aggressive than the. It would have to be like this, the higher low setup here, something along these lines. You have to use this trend line here, or this channel. I think this channel's okay. It's a good looking signal bar coming right off the 20 EMA on a strong uptrend. That's why the higher low may have been tempting to take. In fact, it makes a pretty strong push up. The 5-minute chart right from the outset has reversed, trying to fill this gap. And you can see that the trading range indicator is still active on the 5-minute chart. Made it a little thicker so you guys can see it. Even if this does work out for here, you would have to really like feel that out and be like, all right, I think I'll take this higher low. It's definitely, you got to put some feeling into that one and why you want to take this. Iron Cruise says, done for the day. Made $2,958 today on my PA. 10 contract trade on his PA account. Let's go, baby. Hey, Iron Cruise, congrats. Yeah, show some love to Iron Cruise. That's a dream. If they're 50K accounts, then you can withdraw from them. I think, hopefully. You got a trap trade here now. I'd be more inclined to wait for the trap trade on the 10,000 tick chart to actually trigger here. Potential 10,000 tick chart trap. All right, you need a second entry short to trigger first. A, B, C, second entry short. Reversal. That's what we're looking for. Trap triggers on the 2,000 tick chart. I mean, think about it. Think about, that brings, that brings a smile to my face. Knowing that there are people out there watching this stream and making some bamboo. I mean, think about that $3,000. That $3,000 was not money previously available. Now it's readily available because of futures, because of this channel, because we are making that bamboo together. Congratulations. All right, Chris, I lost 3K Monday. Oh. Perfect. Now you're back to break even. You must have a SAC threshold then, or I will lose 3K Monday and give it back. Yeah, there's a big difference between those two sentences. Second entry long here. I'll try. Terrible looking signal bar. Impossible to take now, fortunately.
10,000 tick trap.
Okay, signal bar. Entry bar looks decent. This is a new signal bar. Okay, I'll take it. Entry bar looks decent here. Let's go for a 1-to-1. I mean, I'm thinking at least for new high, yeah. But at least a 1-to-1. Let's shoot for that first. First trade of the day. Let's get our feet wet, pandas. Ooh, that's not good. Trap triggers. Let's lean into our mistakes here. I like the trap on the 10,000 tick chart forming. Alright, it's about to take me out. Second entry long. Good entry bar, right? That's why I entered this trade, because the entry bar looked nice. But technically this is a signal bar, but the entry bar looks so good, I feel like, alright, we can maybe make a scalp here. And now it doesn't look so hot. It doesn't look so good for us. About to take us out here. I just don't want slippage. Please don't give me slippage. That's all I ask for if you take me out. Spare me some slippage, please. Let me just take out basically the 2.5 points here. In my opinion, if these are the trades you're taking, right, this quality of trade, I feel like you're doing fine, right? Like, even if you lose this, it's fine. It is what it is. Jeez, all right, higher low setup. Whew, all right, gotta move this. I can come out break even if I want to, maybe. Or should I just hold on to, lean into my mistakes here? Okay, couldn't even come out break even if I wanted to, so I don't feel bad about this if it does take me out. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Like, I would come out break even. I wouldn't look for, you know, break even -1. If anything, I look for break even +1. But the reason why I didn't scale in here is because we're way beneath the 20 MA. So now at this point, it's just pure luck. I feel like if I'm able to get out of this trade, it's like pure luck. It is what it is. Wow. I mean, if this doesn't take me out, I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised if I don't get taken out here. If this doesn't take me out, that's a miracle. This has to take me out. I'm so certain it has to take me out. I'm just holding on to my trade, but I'd be very surprised. All right. I knew it, slippage. Pandas! Please, can you just not give me slippage one time? Give me 2 tick slippage right there. Gah! I knew it. I knew I was going to get slippage there. I mean, all I asked for is don't give me slippage. Couldn't even do that. Oh, wells. It is what it is. You move on. I mean, honestly, if you take this kind of quality trade, I don't think you're doing too bad, to be honest. If this is the only trade the type of trade you take, it's fine. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. H4 setup. Blasts off now. Takes me out by a couple ticks. Right? Gives me slippage. Takes me out. Then blasts off here. I'll trade small here, but trap trade on the 10,000 tick. Trap on 10,000 tick chart. I'm enticed here.
10,000 tick trap.
Okay. It's in a sense okay because now the risk is a little less. Higher low setup on the 2000 tick, which I also will take. And we're gonna swing this. We're swinging a 1-to-1 on the 2000 tick, and I'll see how high it goes. Maybe a 1-to-1 also on the 10,000. It's a higher low setup now. Signal bar doesn't look good anymore. Okay, pushing back down. Now we're beneath the 20 MA. Not so inclined to go long anymore. I do have my trap trade still on the 10,000 tick ready to enter. I still think that's a viable trade. 5-minute chart makes a second leg down. Okay. The 5-minute chart makes a small pullback here, as you can see. Interesting. I don't know. All right, I'm letting go of this trap trade. It doesn't look good anymore. What we do have here, though, I would say, is a breaker trend to new low. Blacklight Gypsy says, it's content, love it. Trading with you has changed what was a stressful environment for me to a fun community event. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, we are able to trade together. We're able to lose money together, pandas. It's a great thing, you know. It's when you struggle together is what truly makes you bond. And I think from all of the struggles, we are closer than blood relatives at this point. Goodness gracious, the amount of struggling and suffering here. Band of brothers. Band of pandas. Honestly, I like to offer, you know, ES streaming. I don't think a lot of people stream the ES. A lot of people stream the NQ, but not many people stream the ES. Monster move down here. Very nice uptrend, and this reverses here with this trap. What this could have been is this break of trend. And like I mentioned, pandas, when I said before, when I say, well, you got this break of trend now, and this now you're going to question if you should enter the second entry long, which I didn't, but I mentioned that already, if you guys remember. We got the second entry long here, and that reverses and traps. I actually said that around this area, if you guys remember. I'm saying, great, it makes a new high here. Now you're wondering, is the next second entry long going to be sus? And it was sus, ends up reversing. So that's what sucks, you know. You have to watch all this, but I guess the reversal was an okay trade to take. Only problem was that it was above the 20 MA here, which means I wouldn't have taken it. People say my voice is white noise. Actually, I do that with poker sometimes. I put like a poker stream up, like Hustlers Live or whatever is the other ones, Casino, whatever, and just like hearing the chips, being shuffled and just some of the announcers. It's quite soothing actually. What is this move? Now I'm looking for a downtrend and it's confusing. Got another push down here. Traps trade, but an undershoot, possibly leading to an overshoot here. You gotta be careful with these undershoots. The reason why you should keep track of them is because sometimes it looks like a very strong trend, but what ends up becoming is an undershoot to a channel, and you can see that it's just overextended. So something that looks like a strong downtrend, you want to enter in quickly to ride that momentum. It could actually hurt you because you didn't realize it's actually overextended. So that's why it's good to have these to make sure you know when it's an undershoot. So here, if you enter that trade, I mean, obviously far away from 20 MA as well, but that would have bit you. You got stopped out right here. And let's say it does push down really strong. It doesn't necessarily mean that was a good trade to take still. Second entry short here now. Do I like it? Not with this undershoot, unfortunately. Because you're looking for an overshoot now. Plus also break a trend to new low. Actually be more inclined to look for a reversal at this spot. It's an outside bar reversal. And it came in prematurely with that outside bar reversal. So I don't like outside bar reversals, but I decided to take it anyways.
5-minute trap.
So outside bar reversals are really tricky because the bar reverses. It does trigger the trade, but I should have waited actually for this bar to finish and then enter in. I guess I was a little too eager here. I'm gonna enter again. I will attempt it again here. I'll go double contracts, I'll swing it. At least a 1-to-1. one to one on half the position, and I'll run the rest. For me, at least a 1-to-1 on a trap trade like this. Trap may fail here. Trap fails. Could hit me again here. It just sucks that the outside bar reversal triggers a trade first, makes me enter it, and then I attempt it again, thinking the premise is still good. Right, you got the undershoot, maybe lean to an overshoot. That's what I was waiting for, and gets me. Man, this is terrible. Just enter short there, huh? I mean, I was waiting for the reversal. Big up, big down. Break a trend to new low. Undershoot to an overshoot. That's what I was thinking. Showing itself just to be a strong downtrend. Darn. It is what it is. I had my reasons why I entered that trade. Break a trend to new low. Undershoot leading to overshoot for the symmetry. Had the trap trade perfectly timed here. Oh boy. What can you do though? Just a strong downtrend, huh? Another reason why I kind of liked it too was on the 5-minute chart, it was a second entry long. Right, we had 2 pushes down. This is 1 push down. Right, basically 2 pushes down now. And I was thinking, okay, maybe second entry long on 5-minute chart will also be good. Proves not to be. Just riding off this trend line. Darn, pandas. It sucks because I entered in on that outside bar reversal, and I lost it there. Entered again on the second attempt, and I went double that time. If I didn't enter here, pandas. No excuses. No excuses. One trade, 2 trades. Technically, I should stop trading here. I'm hitting my max, but this is an eval, so I trade a little more aggressively. I'll continue to trade here. Jeez.
Five-minute trap.
Hard to take a trade at this point. It's far away from all resistances. Just watching here. Just watching. If I'm not going to take this trap, I'm definitely not taking this trap, right?
$10,000 tick trap.
Higher low set up here. Yeah, if we get another trap trade here, I'm going to be a full-blown sucker. I'm going to take it. If we get another trap here, I'm taking it. I'm taking it, pandas. I do not care. I'm taking it. If we get another trap here, I will take it. And it's going to be content. For sure. Whoo!
10,000 tick trap.
Taking this trap here if it does trigger. Ah! I knew it was gonna do that. Dang it. Technically this is it. My signal bar. I couldn't time that correct, but it's okay, Panis. We'll make plenty here. Even though I couldn't make the trade. It's a trap trade here. Where's my 1-to-1? Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get the entry I wanted, but I'm gonna shoot for it anyways. Look for the 2 points here. Let's go, baby. Are we green yet? That's a question. Runner, runner, runner. I mean, this runner is looking strong, pandas. What can I say? What can I say? The runner is looking beautiful. Give me another push up. Give me a second leg up. Super Saiyan will be activated. All right, we're trying to push higher here. If we get another leg up, I'm turning Super Saiyan on. This is my runner here. Hopefully it doesn't get stopped out. I'll come out break even here because it's already a bad entry. It's such a strong push up. I really don't have a reason to come out of my trade until we get some sign that we're reversing here. You know what that means, pandas? We got another push up. Super Saiyan! Do you feel the power, pandas? Do you feel the power? Second entry long forming here, maybe. I don't even mind. I don't even mind. Give me a gap, please. Let me work with a gap here. Let's hopefully thoughts and prayers, pandas, for this runner. We need this runner to run. Dare I say, pandas. I mean, we got the second entry long forming here. I'm ready to buy on the second entry long. I'm ready to go in even more on the second entry long. With almost a similar size trade, I'll take it again. Even if it takes my runner out, I don't mind because I'll just enter again if I still like this second entry long. Ooh, strong bear bar. Unfortunately, my runner most likely will come out here. But what can you do? You gotta manage your runner as you would manage any other runner. You can't make exceptions here. You can't make any exceptions there, pandas. You just gotta take the hit. So, down 187. If you still like the uptrend, takes me out by the tick, pandas. Am I gonna tick shotted? Well, let me counter the market right now and tick shot it. He thinks he's gonna tick shot me, but I'm not done making my bamboo yet. I am not done making my bamboo. Okay, at least it doesn't tick shot me. Signal bar is terrible to enter long here. It's not a good looking signal bar, unfortunately. It's an ugly looking signal bar, but it's a second entry long. I think 5 is a little too much for that. I'm going to try 2 so I can get a runner again. One more chance for a runner here. I'm going to try to swing this one, second entry long. The signal bar is terrible, though. You got to recognize that. Signal bar is terrible here.
5-minute trap.
Ooh, the 5 minute looks like it's about to trigger a second entry short now. The 5 minute looks bearish almost. Yikes. I mean, I'm not in a trade. Alright. 5 minute triggers a second entry short. Alright. That's why you get out of your runners, pandas. You just don't know. You get out of your runners when you have to get out. Otherwise, I'll be really holding this unnecessarily. Too much pain here. Alright, give me a good signal bar, I'll take it. You got me. Give me a good signal bar, I'll take it. It's ugly. It's an okay signal bar. It's large, though. Looking for at least a 1-to-1 here. It's a second entry long, and I believe it's an uptrend now. The trap may trigger. Darn. The trap triggers, then it could really push down here. It is what it is, though. Second entry long, decent signal bar. Gets a little choppy where I got 3 overlapping bars here. So that could be some reason to skip this trade altogether. But hey, pandas. You know? When you're tilted, you're tilted. Trap may trigger here, which is unfortunate. You never want a trap to trigger when you're in the second entry long. You never want that trap to trigger. It's never really a good sign for you. Now we're going in and out of the 20 MA here, making it confusing. Only 2 contracts deep, but the risk is 1, 2, 3.5 points almost. 3.25 points. Trap does not trigger. Just watching it. I could have skunked it there. Could have skunked it, but pandas. What's the point of that? Where's the fun in that? Pandas, second entry long. Trust in your tilt instincts. The market took my runner out, but I said, I don't care. I'm entering again. It's not looking pretty though, pandas. I'll say that much. It doesn't look... No one said trading has to be pretty. And that does not look pretty. That looks pretty terrible, actually. Trap does trigger eventually. It comes right after a strong bull bar too, so it makes it feel like this is, you know, massive limit orders being sold here. Maybe massive limit orders being bought here as well. It's gonna tag me here. I have a feeling. Strong feeling. That's why the traps are never good. Never want to see your trade trap. But hey, you know, you gotta try. You gotta try. When the opportunity's there, you gotta try. We're leaning into our mistakes here. If this triggers, we're leaning into our mistakes. Just don't give me slippage. Spare me slippage, please. Come on, don't give me slippage. If anything, I just don't want slippage. I'll take the hit. It is what it is, right? You know. I was looking for a 1-to-1. Now I'm leaning into my mistakes. Just don't give me slippage. Alright, at least it didn't give me slippage. I took a second entry long right after this big push up. Can you blame me? Can you really blame me for that one? Jeez. Let's break a trend to new low here. Just watching now at this point. It hurts. I mean, the risk was quite large, which sucks. There's still potential at the bottom of the trading range here. Yeah, I can't take it. I need a higher low at least. Higher low or fail second entry short. That's my only setups here. I cannot take this straight up. I cannot.
5-minute trap.
It may trap on the 5-minute chart. Jeez. Takes me out, then decides to go back up. Story of me life. That's the story of me life, pandas. But what can you do, right? You get hit, you got to move on because you don't know it's going to bounce off there. You don't know that. This could just you have to prepare for the worst. And so once you're out, you're out. This could have just crashed downwards. It could. It really could. Trap trade on the 5-minute chart. Probably good, but I can't take it. Probably good, but I cannot take it. I'm back to Kakarot. Dang, that's a true Dragon Ball. You know, he knows. Emmanuel knows that's not true Super Saiyan. It's just KO Cannon. Man, I really thought we could get a good runner, and then I said, all right, I get stopped out. That's fine. Let me enter in with the second entry long. Takes me out. Now it's pushing up, but it takes me out. Hopefully, maybe there's an entry here. I'll be tempted to take a higher low setup if I can. If we can get a higher low setup, I'll take it. Because a break of trend to new low already happened, but I just need a little more evidence. I need a higher low here. Micro double bottom created. So we don't get a pivot here, so we don't have a higher low technically. It's just a pivot here. It needs to break beneath the previous candle's low. Okay, now we got a higher low setup. What a push down. No, thank you. It's just trading range going back and forth. Oh, pandas, unfortunate. To be honest, this is quite confusing.
Five-minute trap.
D1 asks, do you pay for Ninja Trader? If you get Apex accounts, you do not need to. You get an account for free. The 5-minute chart is looking wild. Looks very bearish, actually. The 5-minute chart. It's creating a big triangle on the 5-minute. And every time we get to the top of this triangle, you see these big wicks here. It makes it feel more bearish than bullish at this point, to be honest. But I'm sitting in my pause. I'm not going to take a trade here for it. Huey, you should tattoo that on your forehead. I don't know what the market is doing, so I do nothing. D1, yeah, I don't use order flow.
10,000 tick trap.
Even if I had it, I don't use it. Just sitting on my paws. At this point, it's very confusing. There's no direction right now. Jeez. I don't know, pandas. I don't know what to do here. I'm just going to watch this market. Very confusing. The 5-minute chart still showing some bearishness here. Getting these big wicks here. Confusing. It's a big old triangle here being formed. I typically don't trade triangles. I don't do it. I just stay away from them. Triangles are very unpredictable. Hansman says fail second entry long. 10,000 tick chart. Yep, that is there. A, B, C. Second entry long. Possible failure. At this point, the 2,000 tick chart is very confusing though. No idea what's going on. Maybe by the 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars, I should have gotten out break even. Market was telling me it's confused. And gave me a couple opportunities to get out. You know, sometimes you just miss the signals.
10,000 tick trap.
It's that non-verbal communication, you know. Hard to catch sometimes. 5-minute triangle, I think, is the best. I guess representation of what's happening today. I think this is the best, basically, analysis of the market right now. I think it is. You can draw the same triangle here, essentially. Most breakouts fail, so if this breaks out, most likely will fail. Decent push down. Just watching. I have no idea, pandas. Breaks the overnight low. Makes a new low of day. Hansman got the fail second entry long 10,000 tick chart. Congratulations. Hugh, what happened to Hugh exactly is what puts people on tilt. Frustrating for sure. Price came within one tick of my profit target, then reverses, stops me out. Trades like that makes me sad. Hugh has a sad. I mean, honestly, it's more than just being sad. It's your mental capital being hit, and now you're about to go on tilt, and it's like, all right, my next trade, I'm going to go double. Then triple. Then quadruple. And then bust. As the classic pattern. Is this going to keep pushing down? I don't know. Maybe. Probably, but I don't know. It's a large triangle and it breaks down. Most breakouts fail, so okay. Most breakouts fail. Come back into the triangle.
Five-minute trap.
I have no idea what's going on still, though. I don't have a trade here. I don't have a setup. I have nothing. I'm just staring at this. Hugh says, Apex executions are sus. Maybe, but it's really rhythmic, right? They're using rhythmic, so it would have to be rhythmic, and rhythmic is used across pretty much most prop firms, I think. I guess a rhythmic thing, and rhythmic, it's not an apex specific thing. Okay, we're getting a decent push up here. Like I mentioned, most breakouts fail, so breakout fails. Big reversal. Might come back to the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. That might be what it's trying to do right now. I don't know. I don't have a setup here. It's just massive bounce. From what I could tell, though, it feels like a trading range at least. The 5-minute chart. Trading range indicator, marking trading range here now. And I feel like at least maybe we should short near the top. I don't know. That one prop firm that got in trouble was doing that. Yeah, that's true. But that's a prop firm, right? This is a like a third-party broker, Rhythmic. Still no setup for me to enter this trade. To enter this trend at least. Just see a massive move up and there's nothing I can do about it. Whew, what a move up. Jeez. I mean, cool. Breakouts fail. Fail breakouts fail. What can you say? What a move up though. Jeez. I mean, that's like trading range price action. Very quick moves up and down. Just watching though. There's no entry for me. There's no way for me to have timed that. Strong bull bar on the 5-minute chart. Right, just 5 minutes. Boom, big bull bar. You're thinking follow through. You're thinking at least touch a 20 MA here. I'm thinking second entry long if I get it. Ooh, if I get a second entry long, that'd be awesome. I don't think I'm gonna get it though. Is it quite possible I get a second entry long here? Is it possible I can get an actual entry here? That'd be amazing. I would take it. Of course not. Of course not. Of course there's no entry for me. But I gotta anticipate it just in case if it does happen. Big push up here. Finally touches the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Touches 20 EMA. And that might be all the business it needs to finish. Wow, what a move up though. It's quite a strong move up. Notice on the 2000 tick chart there is a trading range. Trading range indicator marking the trading range here. Bottom of the trading range to the back to the top of the trading range. Quite remarkable that the trading range indicator still said we were in a trading range even though we were this far down. Bring us back up here. Quite remarkable, what can I say? Sometimes I don't even understand the trading range indicator. How accurate it is sometimes. Even I don't understand, even though I made it. This is the first pullback we actually get. Absolutely incredible. I have no idea what's going on. Well, it is what it is, pandas. What a push up. Amazing, pandas. What is happening? The only thing is that there's no entries for us. Absolutely incredible. I mean, this is just nice to see. It's just quite a marvel to watch. It's just no entries though. What can you do? Like, when do you see this happening? I guess it happened over here. But this doesn't happen very often. You know, I'm not predicting that, oh boy, like I'm going to go long here and expect this to make another 4 or 5 points. I'm not expecting that. It's absolutely incredible though that it's happening. The Discord, we continue the conversation. I don't really go live. We can go live. Other people can go live, but I go live sometimes. Sometimes during FOMC I'll go live. Sometimes I'll go live just randomly, but really it's just to continue the conversation, continue trading with the community. Jeez, though, what a move. What a move. Just no entries for me, but what a move. Very cool. Very cool to see, but nothing you can do, unfortunately. Nothing I can do about this negative $520 right now. Even though I want to do something, I cannot do anything. It is what it is. Like, your natural instinct will say, well, look for a second entry long here. But this could be a bull leg in a trading range easily. Got a trap trade here, triggering too far away from 20 MA. Gotta skip it. But second entry long could possibly be right around the corner. Second entry long, possibly here. It'd be floating in midair, maybe. It may trigger something like this. It may not even get a second entry long. Yep. It doesn't even give you a second entry long. It makes a new high, right? It breaks this pivot, so you have to reset your count. Right? You can't do this. You can't do this and consider this a second entry long now. You can't do that. That's not how counting works. By the way, if you want to know how to count legs, you can go to the playlist in the description. It tells you how to count legs. Those videos are really old. I gotta really revamp those videos. Jeez Louise. I don't know. I'm just watching this. What can I say? I'm just gonna sit here and stare at this amazing market right now. Absolutely incredible. It's in breakout mode. Okay. So that trap fails, or not yet, but does, well, it does fail technically, but still hasn't stopped you out, right? Your stop loss is down here. If you took this trap, I skipped it because it's not near any type of support. I'm waiting for a second entry long here, pandas. I want to see it. I want to try it if we get it. If we make another push up here that breaks the previous pivot high, right? There's a difference between the previous candle's high and the previous pivot high, right? This is the pivot high, this is the candle high. If you want to know how to find pivots, you can also look at the playlist. It goes over how to find those pivots. Difference between a pivot and the previous candle. It's a big difference. And the thing is, when you enter a trade, you put your stop loss at the pivot, not on the signal bar, but on the pivot. Right? Not on the previous bar, but on the pivot you use that as your stop loss. Most of the time the pivot is the signal bar, but sometimes it's not. Second entry long here, hidden second entry long. I may take it. I may be really eager here. Okay. Second entry long. A, B, C. If it breaks the previous candle's high, then it will be a hidden second entry long. On a pretty terrible setup. Gets choppy, not close to any supports, and it'll be hitting its head right on natural resistance, which is the previous pivot high. It's just hard to do, hard to take. But at least I want to stick around to see what happens here. This would be the last thing I do on this stream today. And then we'll call it a rep. All right, second entry long here. Now it's official. It's a technical second entry long. It's far away from 20 MA, as you can see. Not quite there. Plus the signal bar is quite horrendous. A little closer to the 20 MA. This is your signal bar. Oh boy. Oh boy. What do I do here? Okay. At least the market makes it a little bit easier for me to decide what to do. Just wait. It's a bad looking signal bar, but it's a small risk here. Now we're actually touching the 20 MA. It's a terrible signal bar, but the risk is so small. It's a terrible signal bar, pandas. But your boy's tilted. Micro double bottom now. Second entry long. Okay, I'm glad that happened. Signal bar is way too bad. I can't take it. I cannot take that. Sometimes it's hard to time. It's better to time with a limit order. It's a small signal bar. I'll attempt it here. I'll attempt it. Do not copy my trades. Especially I'm trading so aggressive because these are evals. Pushing further down. I want to see a bounce off of this level. No joy. Alright. It is what it is. No setup here. Alright, pandas. I think that's it. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. 9 o'clock for the pre-market show. 9:15 for the main stream. We're down a little bit today, but it's all good. Are we overall green? Hey, we're still green though, pandas. We're still the most profitable traders on YouTube, verified. Alright, pandas. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. 9:15 for the mainstream. Trade safe, everyone. This day's been a little bit tricky, so just be aware and stick to the plans, and good things will happen to you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.